Hey fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me for this general tarot reading. This will be all signs, all humans, all good, no worries. Let's see what kind of mischief we can get into. All right, we're going to start off with the archetypes. I've already done a little bit of pre-shuffling, but you know me. The Ring. That's a pretty card. The Mystic. Wow, we finally got it, fam. I feel like it's been referenced to us so much, and hey. Alrighty, I do not know these cards. I don't know if I've ever pulled, I don't think I've ever pulled either one of them. I would definitely remember that moth. Yeah, I think I've only ever had glimpses of them. They're really pretty. The Ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the Ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity, there we go, of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our greatest sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Fam. Steady images of the mandala, the unus mundus, the Ouroboros, and the medicine wheel. Take stock of the jewels you adorn yourself with. Watch out for rings you wear out of habit that keep you connected to the old you. I am being called out, fam. Rude. What is that about? What's going on there? Listen. So I began lifting weights. Like I've been a dancer my whole life, and I began lifting weights almost a decade ago now. Almost. And most of the rings that I wear, except for one, are not on the same fingers that it like this used to be here and this used to be here. This used to be here. This is still there. It's okay. You know, and it's been kind of messing with me, right? Because if it's not that, then it's also just my knuckles and genetics, you know what I mean? And it's kind of been messing with me because these, I've worn them for decades, literal decades now. So maybe that you can relate to that, where it's like, man, it's not fitting the same. It's not the what I've done for so long. Maybe we're being beckoned to just let that go. Well, gosh. All right, moving on. Dang. When light, connectedness, humility, sacred cycles. When dark, unconscious repetition, starving for connection. The mystic. After all this time, the seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it. Harness the potential and latent energy behind it and embed it with the light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light upon its dark wings. Dang, Kim, that was beautiful. It may seem that the mystic is inward facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. She got really poetic with this one, fam. Like any light worker, the mystic must build a relationship with fire. This begins by awakening the inner flame within. Or tapas. When light, remover of darkness, visionary, ageless. When dark, expects results, seeks attention and recognition. Okay, but listen, if you're like trying to manifest and stuff, then of course you're expecting some things. Where's the line? Where's the line in there, I guess, right? Certain expectations are just, you know, you pour forth the energy. So I guess it's kind of that journey versus destination moment, right? Why not both? Rude. Oh, double rude. Why you gotta be? Because I already pre-shuffled and they know it, fam. Okie dokie, artichoke. Aw. Wow. Wow. Called out. I just realized that I didn't give you the ogle of the mystic. I'm sorry. There we go. No stippling today, but still darn pretty. And here is nostalgia. Ooh, card number 33. That's a good number. Focus on the here and now, fam. Okie dokie. I mean, you know, maybe we like to go out in the ether sometimes. Why you gotta? You're spending the majority of the time daydreaming, wondering what could have been if only things had gone the way you wanted. And by doing this, you aren't giving yourself a fair chance. Truth is, there's nothing you can do to change what happened, no matter how many scenarios you craft in your mind. Make improvements to your present, not your imaginary. And be sure to nurture what you've been given. So yeah, I mean, it's a very gentle calling out, at least. It's kind in that way. I appreciate it. I don't know about you. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on, fam, because I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Oh my goodness. For those who don't know, like, I am filming this after the Pinterest spread for Your Authentic Self. So that's my vibe that I'm rocking right now. My goodness, why did that hurt my knuckle? I see that. I see. How many? That's a bunch. Fan, if I shuffle, okay, this is what I do. This is what I do at the end of each reading when I'm putting them back in there. You can choose to believe me or not. Doesn't change my life at all. And pretty sure, wait, and I've done a reading. I've done at least 2 readings since we received those cards. Okay, maybe I should have left them out. Maybe there was a point being made. Clarification round. Fuck it, damn, let's keep going. Just going on the fly, Oh, now the Empress has been wanting to make me listen. You can come up when it's time for you to come up, lady. Okay. Are you ready? Boop. De boop. Let's see. Are we grabbing our ankles? Ooh. Where shall we go next? Wow. Somewhere fun, apparently. Look at all that foliage. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Keep us down on Earth instead of going up into the clouds while you're at it. Collaboration. Ooh. But wait. There's more. Okay, alrighty then, sure. Oh, look, it came out. It did end up coming out. That's cool. Just had a glimpse of that while I was shuffling for that Pinterest spread. The aforementioned. Heyo. Chapter 1, Chapter 8, final chapter. What's the epilogue? Oh, okay, alright. Oh. And the bottom of the deck goes to, I'll just put it up there. #forget. Okay, I see you. So we have 2 cards with Yahweh sprinkling, the Ace of Swords and the Moon. So my question with the Moon being, for me, the bottom of the deck is the general vibe of the reading. So the vibe that I'm getting from it right now with this particular reading is you already know what you have to look forward to, but maybe it's like, maybe you like to plan, maybe you like to, you know, why are words so difficult? There are particular key things, key points that you have, that it's almost like you're waiting on, right? It's a new beginning, and it's like a new version of self, because we can't, oh, is that the problem? Was it like trying to think of like, okay, well, I need to remember myself before X, Y, and Z happened, right? Before these particular things occurred. And then I can get back on track. But the problem with that is there is no backseas, even with yourself, right? You can tap into the inner child. You can tap into things that you love that maybe were sacrificed in survival mode. Sure, music, movies and stuff that you like, something you haven't watched in so long, and it's like, oh my goodness, I forgot how much I loved this, right? Video games, books, whatever. But it's almost like we can get caught up in this time capsule, right? It's so cozy and warm, or cold if you like it that way. I don't know about you, but I have time blindness like a It is one of my greatest skills. I'm a time traveler. I just only go to the future, you know? I gotta work out some kinks, all right? Really, all I'm doing with these, I feel like, is putting my business out there. Thank you so much for joining me. We've done a lot of healing, a lot of evolution, and we're still us, but we've learned so much. We've learned so much. And we want to not, or we can currently, or we're working toward being able to not only take care of ourselves, not only nurture ourselves, but everyone and everything. You are under my umbrella. I love you, right? There's so much beauty and life in this picture, even though there's only one seemingly human being. You got a rabbit over here. They're just surrounded by beautiful golden nature. Is it sunrise or sunset? I don't know. It depends on my mood. But this is also, this could be, I feel like for maybe someone, there's like this need to just save, to just squirrel things away because you're so scared that it can go backwards, that something that like a tablecloth or a rug is just going to get pulled out from under you. So in your want to take care of people and things, it's almost like you're being too protective. You're being too frugal, right? Anything in excess is bad, okay? Like, you have so much that you want to do. Don't hold back on yourself. You know, like, there are really important things that you've learned that, yes, by every right, you're meant to do that shit. You learned, yes. But don't block yourself from life. Don't block yourself from the adventures and all of the growth. All of the growth. The nostalgia, the past, it's a part of you now. It's your wisdom, right? Those from your past that have moved on, they're a part of you now. They too are a part of that wisdom, a part of that, like, that's one of the ways in this physical plane that people can live on. They continue to inspire us, right? But we hold the chisel. That belongs in our hand. This is our lives, right? This is another very encouraging reading. There's still so much to do, to experience. Don't lose sight of that. Whatever way the karmic wheel is turning, however it goes, like, don't lose that grace, right? Including when you're looking in the mirror. Be sure of the way you speak to yourself, the way you think of yourself. If your subconscious is, speaking like a douche nozzle, call it out. Be like, nah. And balance it out. Like, if society, marketing, and all this stupid crap is going to try to brainwash us, no. I will tell my brain what to think. I will tell my subconscious what I agree with and I don't, I am in control of this. There's mental clarity gained. But for some, because of it, you may at times, like, just be careful, don't, because it's the double-edgedness that, with great power comes great responsibility, right? That's all. And I feel like, with the moon card, that everything's coming to fruition as it's meant to. So keep looking forward. Be thankful you have a past that has enabled this much wisdom, that with certain things kind of feels weird to say. Beyond, like, being thankful that the worst is behind us, right? Be thankful that there's certain things we just don't have to worry anymore because we're not doing that shit, It's behind us. Let's be thankful it's behind us. Don't get cocky. But don't hold yourself back either. Enact that wisdom that we've been talking about and enjoy your life. Because the balancing act is occurring. The balancing act is already in effect. And you just enjoy your life. You enjoy how things can now unfold. Now that you're here, now that you're in the present, now that we're releasing and allowing things to change. Because apparently it's even those funky little things that we take for granted, right? Like our jewelry. I don't know, maybe for some of us it's almost like a form of not weaponry, but armor when we leave the house. Like for me, it's not like my mother who, like, I grew up with a mom that was like, I gotta put my face on. You know, people would just go into the grocery store like, what? What do you mean you gotta put your face on? What am I looking at right now? Imposter! That's kind of what, for me, my rings have been like, oh man, because I don't like to take showers or wash my hands with them on. I know that, like, clearly I gotta wash my hands though, right? It's happening. But like, I end up taking them off a lot of times. But like, if I leave, if I go anywhere and I'm not wearing my rings, I feel very naked. Very naked, like, oh no, I forgot my rings. Who am I? And I feel like that is a caution that we're being reminded of. As long as you have you, boosh, needs met. Because you're rocking that shit, right? Right? Heck yeah, fam. All right, what are the extra notes? Let's move on. I could be here all day, just words of encouragement. We got a playlist for that. It's okay. Multiple, actually. Shit. I definitely did not pre-shuffle these, so I want to make sure. Pre-shuffle them well. Goodness. The Phil Collins song the lyrics wants to be. It was lyrics to In the Air Tonight. Just the chorus. So if that has any particular meaning for you, hashtag soon. Wow. Okay. Repetition much. That came up yesterday. No, that's right. It came up in a reading that it was crap. Oh, wow. They really wanted that out there. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Because that's what I was gonna do. This looks different for everyone. Okay. Before I show the bottom. Okie dokie, artichoke. So, is it just me, or has this been the theme of life along with the rebirth and the healing lately? Hashtag soon. Like, okay. Having a Sheriff Carter moment, like, wait, what? Huh? That is in reference to the show, the Sci-Fi Channel show, Eureka. And the note is, do you get treated as though you're the dumbest person in the room? First of all, rude, okay? He was always finding himself just surrounded by these geniuses, right? And having no idea what the heck's going on and just trying to help people. People better be nice to you. That's all I'm saying, because you're not dumb. You are definitely not dumb. Even if you're someone who has maybe been insecure in that, like, you probably at the very least know how you tend to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. That's actually very enabling, fam. It means that no matter who you're talking to and where you go, whoever's house, even if you're just going over to play video games, you're probably gonna, today I learned, you know what I mean? Like, that's not dumb. That's actually really fucking smart, You position yourself to continue learning, whether you're in school or not. And as a matter of fact, I am always going to be a big advocate for just learning, for just being in charge of your own education, because then it's wanted. And that should always be encouraged. Just, that's it, that point blank. This looks different for everyone. Please stop comparing yourself to others. Said it before, I'll say it again. Fuck idolization. Let's get beyond this idea of never meet your idols to not needing dang idols. They're just human too. They have no idea. Like, they probably could not last a day in your life without losing their dang minds, right? Because we're all different people living different lives and surrounded by, if you're, all you know is what you know, then product of your environment to a degree, at the very least. Stop comparing. When you see what other people are doing and it's like, oi, who cares what the Joneses are doing? Are they happy? Cool, I want them to be. I got my own shit, you know what I mean? You know what's possible. Be inspired. Thank you for showing me what's possible. I'm about to rock my own shit, right? At the bottom of the deck was keep going, keep trying. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. Like, you've got this. This is the final push, are the notes. Final push. It's not safe to go alone. Thank you so much for joining me for this general tarot reading. I really appreciate the company. And until next time, always remember that I love you.